join. I'm going to just wait a couple of seconds to see if anyone joins. My internet was playing up, so that's why I'm a little bit late, but it is now working, hopefully, and it will carry on working. So, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. This is Dear Designs, if you didn't know. I will be linking this in my video list, so you can rewatch this once I've finished, because I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So if you didn't know, my last video was the Spain vlog, and I have been working on bits and pieces since then. The problem was, and the reason why I haven't filmed much in the last couple of weeks, is that I wasn't feeling 100%, and I ended up in A&E twice, with heart palpitations, but to cut a long story short, everything is okay. It's basically my thyroid was too high, so yeah, that is being fixed. Hi Connie. Yeah, that is being fixed by lowering my medication and whatnot, but I have felt very unmotivated to do very much. And I've been working solely, if you can see, on one project really to get it finished, because I just haven't really been bothered to knit on anything else. I don't know, I just feel like I don't know what to work on, and I feel very in the mindset that I have to knit, but I know I don't. So yeah, that is that's where I've been. I have not really been on many Zooms either over the last couple of weeks. Just been really busy with sort of sorting out my health, and then this week I've been at my sister's. Ian is on a course this week, and I'm dropping him off in the morning. Monday and Tuesday I went to my sister's, and today I've come home. I've done my housework, I've done washing that needs to be done. There's so much that needs to be done because I haven't been here, and I just thought, instead of recording a video and then having to edit it, and I know you won't get like the little titles up in the video and stuff like that, but I haven't really been working on much, so anything that you do need to see, you can just pop on to my last proper craft update, because yeah, I really haven't been working on that much. So shall I head on and show you what I have been working on? So the first thing is all places you can find me. I will link it down below after the live is finished if you're watching back, but yeah, so I have a finished object that I'm sitting on and this is my rocket tee. I have put a picture of this on Instagram of me wearing it. It was just a try on picture. I haven't worn it properly for the whole day yet or anything, but oh my goodness, I can see many more of these in my future. I absolutely love it to death. I have made some alterations to the pattern. So when I started the pattern, I was doing a 48 inch, was it a 50 inch? I can't remember now, but I was doing one size, and I started with the numbers of one size, and then when I got to the arm holes, or yes, splitting for the armholes, I was actually getting the stitch count for the bigger size, so I don't really know what I did wrong, and I thought, oh, it don't matter if it's a little bit big, it'll probably be nice a little bit bigger than a little bit too small. The pattern is so easy to follow, so easy to make. I've used, so this is Woolly Mama yarns, this is Siobhan's Crafts, and this is Wiku yarns. And I put these three together, and this was one of the cast-ons that I did at the cast-on party, and I've just fallen in love with it. I love it so much. So the alterations that I did was that, because I don't really know where I went wrong. I haven't put the eyelets down the side of the garment. I've just done it normal knit. And on the bottom, I've actually done a 1x1 rib for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 rows. And then when I cast, the mistake that I did, I didn't change needle size. I was like, oh, I did about 4 rows, and I was like, oh no, I haven't changed needle size. And it was coming out, as you can probably see, a bit big. So I decided to then reduce my needle size and do 1 or 2 rounds. Then I cast off. So I didn't want it to flare out too much with the bigger needle size. But then as I've cast off, I have done a stretchy bind off, but I only did the stretchy bind off, or the yarn overs, on the knit stitches, because I didn't want it to be too flary. And it's really not. It is really nice. It does stretch, but it's not too stretchy. It fits me fine. There's no sort of, it's not too tight around my waist or anything, or my hips. I was going to do a 1x1 rib on the sleeves, but then I thought to myself, no, I'm going to try the I-cord bind off. And I'm so happy that I did the I-cord bind off. And I think the next one that I'm going to do, I am going to actually do the I-cord bind off on the bottom as well. I was worried that it was going to roll a lot, but this hasn't rolled, so I'm assuming it's just going to be the same. I picked up all the stitches for the neck as well and did the I-cord bind off on that as well. I was really worried about picking up the stitches, and I was like, I really don't know how I'm going to do this. And I read the pattern, I was like, oh, I see. It's really easy. And I was a bit sort of, oh, why didn't I just read it? Because then I wouldn't have been worried. And I absolutely love it. So I can see many more of these in my future. I have got lots of yarn that I can use. And I have got, oh, excuse my hand being close. I have got this much left. I haven't weighed it because I am useless. And yeah, so I've probably got about 60 grams there, so I will need 3 colours again. I have made it longer than the pattern as well. So each one of my rows is working out at 1 inch, and I think I did 19. Yes, I did 19 inches before I did the bind off. I wasn't sure where I was going to stop, to what colour was going to be my bottom, and I decided on this pink here. I was thinking this, but I didn't want another inch on it. And I don't think I needed the next inch. So now I am definitely going to be making another one. This is the 4-ply version. It's the Rocket Tee, and it's by Tennis Fibre Arts on Ravelry. And I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of the pattern. I have a lot of yarn that I can put together. And when I was putting yarn together for this, I wanted yarn that would actually go. So I wanted like a pink sort of colour, what's the word I'm looking for? A pink colour combination. But I've seen Mandy's from Mousy's Makes, and she's doing a green, red and white striped. And I was like, oh, that's really good. You could just really mix up colours and it looked really, really nice. So, hi everyone that's watching. Thank you for coming along and joining me. I just thought I would do a live. It was just easier. So yeah, that is my finished object. That is my only finished object, I think. I have finished a pair of socks. I don't know if you've actually seen them or not. And I'm not sure, but they're over there and I'm not getting up. They are I'm trying to see what they are, but they're behind a pattern over there and I can't see properly. Anyway, The second thing that I've been working on is, I'm just going to check the comments. The second thing I've been working on is the Vincas. Now, this is a pattern by Barocco, and oh yeah, I have finished one side. Now, there's a couple of us making this on the Zooms that I attend, and I was debating whether to do the front in pattern and the back plain, and I was umming and ahhing about it for a while, and then Jane has decided that she's going to do her one pattern at the front and plain at the back. She hadn't finished the front, but she did start the back and started to do it plain, so she was sort of working on both. I think Mandy's decided to do pattern on the back as well as the front, and I was about here when I decided that I was going to make this the front, because I wasn't sure whether I actually wanted the back patterned or plain. This is now the front. So I have it on I have the neck on a cable, a very short cable. So this is now the, I'm just going to move it back. This is the front and this is the Vincas. I'm not sure if it's going to be quite short, but I am hoping that this will block out a bit, just because obviously you've got the wrap overs and that, but I'm hoping that will stretch out a little bit, right? Not too much, but a little bit. And so yeah, this is the front. I've decided that that is how I wanted the front to be, and then I decided when I picked up, or when I started the back, should I say, I wanted to really quickly decide whether I was going to do it plain or patterned. And then I thought to myself, if I do it plain, there's a lot of stocking stitch, just plain stocking stitch that I'm probably going to get really bored with. So I've cast on and I have decided to do the back in pattern. Now the back is just straightforward all the way up, so I haven't got to worry about the shaping for the neck or anything like that, and I can just knit now all the way up to where the shoulder shaping is on this. There's a moth in here. Where the shoulder stops. I have mucked up this little design here. It should look, or is that the side that no, it should look more like this, but who's going to notice that little bit? This is a really, really lovely pattern to knit. I really enjoyed it. I probably won't knit it again. I think it's one of them that you make one of and that's pretty much it. And we're all making it in very different colours, and they are all coming out beautiful. So I have actually gone and bought a 6th ball for this, because I did break into the 3rd ball knitting on this, and then I thought to myself, well, I need to fill in where I've dropped for the neck on the back, and then I need to do the neckband and the armbands and then sew it together. So to be on the safe side, I have actually gone and bought another ball. The yarn that I'm using is Knit Craft by Hobbycraft, and it's the cotton blend in the colour Coral. Beautiful yarn to work with. I've had no problems other than a knot in the very beginning, which was very annoying, and I put it at the side somewhere here. Look, there was a knot, so I left this bit long, which was probably a bit too long, so I can undo that knot and just weave in the ends, as I didn't want the knot in the actual knitting. So yeah, that is my second whip. I will show you what the pattern looks like. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, I would recommend it. If you get a bit stuck on the dot knot stitch, if you ever want to knit this, just just search in YouTube the dot knot stitch and it will come up, and it's really simple. It's not as complicated as we all thought, and we was all having worries about it, but this is what it looks like. So I'm doing mine in basically the same colour as this. I have made mine slightly longer than this one, but this lady is wearing a smaller size, so there's that as well. So yeah, that's that one. Make sure I put everything back in the bag so I don't forget. And I probably will work on that a little bit today, because I have sort of felt the need to want to work on that and get a few of the panels done. I'm calling them panels, they're probably not. Bands, they've actually called them in the pattern. I have been working on socks, and also I am running a knit along, and that is Year of the Sock 2022. I did pull the winner for April's prize. I have sent April's prize. Obviously I did tell the winner who it was, and I just apologise that I haven't let anyone know on here who it was, but Sue did win April's prize. That has been sent off. Hopefully she received it yesterday or today. So May's prompt is Perfect Purple. I haven't cast on May's socks yet because I just haven't got round to it. But I am knitting just a pair of sort of, not really, I mean, ankle-ish, long ankle socks in All Stars Head Over Heels in the colour Aussie. And I really am enjoying working on these. And I really hope, it probably won't happen, but I really hope that the pink will come in again further down the foot, and then I can get the next one to match, maybe. So we're going back into the bluey green again. So yeah, I just, this is the first sock. But that's, so sock number one that I have got in a bag. Sock number 2 does not exist yet, but it is in a bag, and it is balled up. I balled it up yesterday when I was at my sister's. So this is Sea Glass sock set from Woolly Goodness Yarns, and this is it. And then I have got this as a contrast. So it comes as a sock set. And I'm obviously going to definitely be knitting socks, and it's purple, so I thought this would be perfect for April's prompt. Trying to find the words. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is looking. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I will probably just knit, it's a 50 gram and a 20 gram, so I probably will knit sort of ankle socks. I'm preferring ankle socks to proper shorty socks. Like sometimes I knit sort of a 10 round cuff, then a 10 round little bit of leg, then the heel, but I'm preferring more of a like 20-25 round leg. That's just what I'm preferring at the moment. So yeah, that's definitely going to be cast on maybe later today. And also yesterday I actually worked a little bit on my car sock, my car knitting project, which is socks obviously. I don't even think I've shown you the yarn. I've just put it in a bag, it's in my glove box, and when I finish it, I finish it. So that's that. It does come back in at the end, the pink. I'm hoping so, because I think that will look quite nice actually, instead of it being sort of in a weird place. So yeah, I'm gonna probably try and get those finished before the next video. I will probably get back into a routine as well. I might even stay with sort of the lives for a little while, just because at the moment I'm just feeling a bit blah. With I don't know. I was thinking, oh, do I really do I still want to be doing videos? And but I think it's just where I've not been very well, and getting back into a routine and everything. And I love showing you guys what I make. That's the thing. I really do love showing you what I make and what I'm up to and what I've finished. And I love watching other people for inspiration as well. So yeah, and I get such lovely comments, and people say that they love watching my videos and they will miss me if I don't do them. So yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone that watches as well, because I feel like I'm boring. But people sit and watch, so thank you. The next project, which I can't remember now on these projects where I was, I think I did move to stitch marker, and it has been quite a while since I have done anything. So the first project is my Streamline tank, which I don't have a picture of, but it is just a tank top with a rib design down the sides and the front. So I'm assuming where that red marker was where I was before. That's what I'm assuming. So I have started the middle section here, and now I'm literally ready to split for the straps. So the triangles and then into the straps. So yeah, I will move my marker up, because then I know that I've done it. And I know I'm at the split anyway, so I have got a fancy one on here as well, and I think that was marking my right side at the time. And this was sent to me by the lovely Sharon at the SCR1 TNO podcast as a gift, and it's really nice. So I've got that on there. I don't know when I'm going to be starting to put my projects into a rotation. I'm just going to knit on them as and when I feel like it. I did have a rotation quite a while ago, and I did enjoy it at the time, but I felt like I wasn't getting a lot done. So on Zoom days, what I've been doing is knitting on things an hour at a time. So when I cast on, at the cast on party, I cast 5 big projects on. So it was the Rocket Tee, the Streamline tank, the Vincas, a shawl that I have got that I'll show you, and the Daybreak tee. So that was 5 big projects that I had. And what I was doing, I was pulling sort of 3 out and thinking, oh, I'll do an hour on this, an hour on that, and then an hour on that if we're still chatting away. And that's how I worked it throughout the day. And it did work, and it has been working, but I just have been working on that solidly because I wanted to get that finished. So this is my Streamline tank, and I'm really looking forward to wearing it. I can't wait to get it done and actually wear it. So I did put my other Streamline tank on the other day with my skirt. I've got a long high-waisted skirt, and I put that on with it, and I can't remember what we was doing. It got cold, or I can't remember now. It was last week. It got cold, so I had to change. Which, yeah, never mind. That's just living in a what is it? Wool warehouse bag. So the next thing is my Daybreak tee, which is going to be really boring to see because it's just all stocking stitch, and I have got that much done since the last time you see it, so not a lot. And I'm going to move the marker up. Whoops. And this is just knit, knit, knit until I get to the armholes, and then I start working the back and then the front, and then there's a little eyelet design at the front. I haven't got a picture for this either. I'm really sorry. All the pictures will be on the last podcast. And I think I have actually got project pages on my Ravelry. I'm sure I did. I can't remember now. I'm terrible, aren't I? I'm really terrible. but this is the Daybreak tee. Very just knit, knit, knit. So really simple TV knitting, or just mindless knitting, round and round and round until I get to a certain point. I am knitting this, oh sorry, this Streamline tank I'm knitting in the same yarn as the Vincas, but obviously in grey, so it's the cotton blend. This is being knit in Aldi So Crafty, in Dove Grey. I have 4 of these and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. But is there a picture of this in here? There might be, I can't remember now. The worst thing is my printer's run out of paper. It's not run out of ink, it's run out of paper. Oh, there might be a picture. That picture? Oh, well, so this is the eyelet design. It's a free pattern, and the eyelet design that's on the front. Everything else is just set and stitch. So that is that one. Then, so who have we got watching today? Say hello if you haven't said hello already. That is that one. Then the last sort of whip that I've got is the shawl that I started, and this is the Quiet Time shawl that I was gifted, or that I won, from Amanda from Little Lycac podcast. She did a knit along, and I won it with my blue love note. So I got that as a free pattern. I am using my own hand dyed yarn that hasn't got a name because I dyed it and it didn't get a name. And then the bottom part is going to be in this, which is Drops Fable in the colour 330. And I thought they went together quite well. It's going to be quite a purple shawl, but yeah, I thought it would look quite nice. I haven't knit a shawl for quite a while, and I just wanted something a little bit different instead of keep knitting tops and socks and things. So that is the yarn that I'm using, and like I said, I have done a little bit because I was there the last time you see it. I need to put it on a longer cable, and this is all I've got. It's just plain garter stitch all the way till like the end part. So this bit here, it's a bit different, and I'm really looking forward to knitting more on this to get to that part, to see it grow and everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working on that a little bit more. It's quite mindless. You've just sort of got an increase on one round, alternate round, so it's quite easy to follow, and I have got my right side marker so I know where I need to, what side I need to put that, so I can pick that up at any time. And I'm really happy with that so far, and I've just pulled that. Let's put another knot in it, that'll do. Who said hi? Hi Julie. And then the last thing that I want to talk about whip wise is the lovely pattern that I was gifted, the Plumera. So this is the pattern, and it is absolutely stunning. If you watch Tonya from Calm as a Stitch here on YouTube, she has started this, but is still very in the early stages of casting it on. Mine is not cast on at all, and I know I keep going on about this, and I did mention this in my last podcast to say that it was something that I was going to cast on, and I'm really looking forward to doing it, which I really am. I just haven't had the brain space to even think about casting on anything new. and also having everything else on the go. So I just thought, no, what I'm going to do is wait for something to come off the needles. So this is now off the needles. But now I'm thinking I want to wait until I've got the Vincas off the needles as well, because then that will spare me up a little bit more brain space as well, because obviously that's quite heavily patterned, and I do need to sit there and with my little notebook and mark off the rows and everything that I do. This is pretty simple. You make 4 triangles, then join them, and then it's the pattern. So I don't think it's too difficult, but I just don't want to fill my brain with anything else. There is another cast on party that's happening in June, and I think it works out to be 10 weeks in between each of the cast on parties. And I think next time I'm not going to cast on as much or as many bigger projects. I say this now and I'm probably lying, because I do want to make, let me just put this back in the bag, I do want to make another one of these bags. So I used this holding yarn, sorry, the yarn for this is yarn that I dyed and then over dyed with pink. But I'll go into more detail once I've cast it on. This is a basket that I made. I've got 3 of these, all very similar because I was using the same sort of yarns. And I held the yarn double. I used, I think, a 7 or 8 mil crochet hook, and I just started at the bottom, went round and round and round, increased, and then went up the side. Now, if you bought my advent calendar a couple of years ago, my Stitch Market advent calendar, I made bags for each one of those. And I want to make another one of these, and I'm going to crochet handles. I got these free with a magazine. I'm going to crochet some thick rope handles, I think. Try and somehow do it like that, and have another bag, because this, I love this bag and it's so easy to use. I don't care for it as much as I should, maybe. I take it with me, I put it on the floor when we're at the garage or in a garden or wherever I am. It just gets chucked on the floor. Sometimes it has all grass on it, and sometimes it has like all stones, and I don't know, I just not really that worried about it. I think because I know it can probably go in the washing machine, and I made it myself. I have a big massive one that held all of my yarn from my temperature blanket yarn at one stage, and then I have a small sort of little like yarn cozy size one, which just is for little bits and pieces, which I think I'm not using at the moment. But anyway, I want to make another one of these with scraps that I've got, DK scraps, and I've got quite a lot of DK scraps that I can use, and I can definitely make another one of these. So that is the plan, and that is that's something I want to cast on at the party. And there'll probably be socks. I was going to wait and cast that on at the next cast on party, which might happen, depending on when I can get other bits and pieces off the needles. Really, I don't want to pressurise myself, because I don't want to get too overwhelmed with everything. So I'm just going to read the comments. Hi Michelle, socks are so lovely to knit. Once you get the sort of idea of how they're shaped and a heel that you like and stuff like that, you will be knitting loads and loads, because they're just very mindless, as it's just round and round. There's lots of videos out there as well. Crazy Sock Lady is perfect for watching. She's really, really good. Hi Wendy. Yeah, she's really, really good for tutorials on here on YouTube. That's how I watched certain videos, and how to do afterthought heel, how to do heel flap and gusset, because I didn't really knit the heel flap and gusset very much. I normally did the fish lips kiss heel, and then when I wanted to go back to doing a couple of the heel flap and gusset, I just watched her video, and she is so nice and easy to watch, easy to understand. She lays it out on a plate basically, and you can't really go wrong. So if anyone wants to knit socks, I would 100% say go and watch Kate at the Crazy Sock Lady. She is really, really good at making tutorials and explaining how to do stuff. So this is all of my whips. I have got a Happy Mail. I probably got another Happy Mail as well, but like I said, I'm useless, so I don't know where it is. I don't know if you see the last one. You probably did, because it hasn't been that long. 3 weeks, I think. So, oh no, you maybe didn't see that one. I don't know. Anyway, I got Happy Mail. I ordered from Moonlight Fibre. She is a new, she's a new seller. She's been dyeing yarn for quite a few years, I believe. I've been following her on Instagram for quite a while, and she has finally opened an Etsy shop. Her name is Jo, and I have ordered this beautiful yarn, which is Chasing Sunsets, and it is just, oh, it's so lovely. I don't think I'm going to make socks. I think it's too special for socks. It also came with a lovely star stitch marker. It's 75/25 sock yarn. I'm thinking I could make a rocket tee. I could merge this with something else. I don't know yet, but I don't think it's going to be socks. It's too nice for socks. I don't know, but I'm going to just let it sit there and stare at me for a while, and I stare at it for a while and see what it wants to be made into. It is very, very beautiful. I will highly recommend going over and having a look at her Etsy shop. I will try to link everything down below if I can after this has gone onto the channel. But that's pretty much everything I've got for today. Didn't realise I would be talking for nearly 40 minutes. I didn't think I had much to say. Life update at the end really is just me not being very well and then getting that sorted. What else? Yeah, not really that much, to be honest. Just living life as it is. The weather is supposed to be really nice, so I'm hoping it stays like it for the next few days. We'll just have to wait and see. It's lovely and sunny today. You can probably see in the reflection of my glasses. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. But yeah, it's lovely and sunny. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But I just want to thank you, or I want to thank everyone, that's what I meant. Thank everyone for coming along and watching, and thank everyone that's going to watch afterwards as well. If you prefer a proper video where I sit and edit it, then let me know, or if you don't mind these lives, let me know as well. Just because it's a little bit easier for me. At the moment my head is just sort of, I don't know, I'm reading a book as well. I'm still reading the Vigilante book. I'm near the end of it now, and every chapter is just gripping me like, oh. I was reading it last night and I read to the end of the chapter and I was like, I'm really tired, I need to go to sleep. I was reading it in bed. So that's getting really grippy, and I might have to set aside an evening just to sit there and read and try and finish this book. Right, I'm going to put all of my mess away now, decide what I'm going to work on for the next couple of hours, Ian will need picking up this afternoon. Ian's on a course, if you missed that at the beginning. Ian's on a course this week, so I'm taking him in the morning and picking him up in the afternoon, because there's nowhere to park, as it's a bit awkward. So I was going to my sister's, but I had so much to do here. I just needed to come back home today and do some home bits, do a video. I've got washing coming out my ear and bits and pieces like that. So all my housework's done, and I can just sit now, and I can put YouTube on the telly, sit and relax, bit of knitting, and watch some telly and get some progress done on bits and pieces. I was thinking as well today is putting 3 colours together for another rocket tee. Like, nope, Denise, nope, wait until the cast on party and cast on another rocket tee at the cast on party, and then that's that. It's like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I need to get these off the needles, because I can't have stuff sitting there for too long, because then I fall out of love with it. So that's my problem. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for coming along and watching. I hope to see you all in the next video, or in the comments somewhere in the next video. I am being active on Instagram. If there's anything you want to mention or comment or whatever, I am always looking at Instagram and stuff like that, so I'm always over there. Always stalking people, because I don't really post that much. But I will post, if I haven't, the socks that I finished, because they're over there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye guys.